The Portugieser Yacht Club has always marked the sportier end of the Portugieser collection since its debut in 2010. The name Yacht Club, however, goes back to the 1960s, when IWC had a famous range of sports watches with the Yacht Club, the Golf Club and the Polo Club. In 2010 we decided to introduce the sportier chronograph on the Yacht Club. This year's collection is actually the third generation, introducing a couple of new features. We have reworked the aesthetics of that chronograph in terms of size and variability, resulting in a 42mm case size and the reworked dial design. And we also added a metal bracelet to the new Yacht Club chronograph, which offers a very prestigious and very elegant way to wear that piece. This bracelet, consisting of polished and satin finished details, offering a fine adjustment system with a travel of 5mm, perfectly rounds up the sportier aesthetics of that chronograph. The chronograph is one of our 3 in-house chronograph movements, the Caliber 89, featuring a 68 hours power reserve and a flyback chronograph. The watch features a sapphire back to watch the beauty of that movement and the typical IWC movement and rotor design. The chronograph comes in 3 executions, in steel with blue and silver dial, and a bicolor version, gold steel with bicolor bracelet on that piece as well. The talking point in the Portugieser Yacht Club range is the new Portugieser Yacht Club Moon and Tide. This watch perfectly combines the sportier design aesthetics of the Portugieser Yacht Club Welcome back to our video series around the 2020 Portugieser collection. Today I'm talking about a very special piece in that collection, which is the boutique edition of the IWC Perpetual Calendar 44. The IWC Perpetual Calendar is one of the most iconic pieces since a couple of decades, one of the best sellers in the Portugieser collection. With this year's edition, we are adding an amazing piece to this range of Perpetuals, with a boutique exclusive edition of that, featuring a 44mm armor gold case. This is the hardened gold version IWC offers, together with a beautiful blue dial and a blue woven calf leather strap, which is inspired by the maritime environment and the woven details, like you will find on sailing yachts' ropes. The typical 4-counter layout design of the IWC Perpetual Calendar consists of a Moonphase at 12 o'clock, a small second and a day indication at 9 o'clock, month indication at 6 o'clock, and at 3 o'clock a combination of a date display and the 7 days power reserve, which is so typical for IWC, and the movement Caliber 52, which is powering this Perpetual Calendar. What is also remarkable is a 4-digit year indication between 7 and 8 o'clock position. So this all makes together the typical elements of this Perpetual Calendar. The Moonphase is programmed for the next 577 years. The Perpetual Calendar is programmed till the year 2100. And the beauty of our calendar is that all the functions are synchronized and can be operated via the crown only. There's no additional corrector pushes needed. The movement on the back powering this Perpetual Calendar is the Caliber 52, featuring a 7 days power reserve, and this is stored in 2 barrels, what you see here at this position. And I would like to welcome you to our video series about the IWC Schaffhausen 2020 Portugieser collection. Today I'm going to talk about the new Portugieser Automatic 40mm. This automatic 40mm is a complete new reference, combining both a new manufacturer movement, the caliber 82, with a new size, a more variable size within the Portugieser collection. The aesthetics are inspired by the original Portugieser reference 325 from 1939. And this watch had already this purity, which became the design DNA of the Portugieser. A very clean dial layout with a chapter ring and a small second at 6 o'clock, and simple three-hands layout with a timeless beauty and a timeless aesthetics. We took this inspiration and this DNA and combined this with our latest manufacturer automats, the caliber 82, resulting in a contemporary automatic watch in a variable size of 40mm, a very pure dial layout, not disturbed by any dates, very I would like to welcome you to IWC Schaffhausen. Welcome to our video series about the 2020 Portugieser collection. I'm going to look into the different references and different new pieces in detail. One of the remarkable novelties of this year is the small Perpetual calendar 42. It's presented in 3 references. It's a small IWC Perpetual calendar coming in a variable size of 42mm case size. We present 1 reference in a steel case and 2 in a 5N gold case. What is special with this Perpetual calendar is that the Perpetual calendar has been always a very iconic piece to IWC. It has been an incremental part of the Portugieser collection of the last decades, and we have decided to add next to this iconic Perpetual calendar, which comes in a 44mm case, now this more variable size in 42mm. The smaller Perpetual calendar is a true IWC Perpetual calendar. It's programmed with a Moonphase for the next 577 years till the year 2100, and it's featuring also the design codes of the typical is a Perpetual calendar digital date months. A Perpetual calendar which has a special display on the dial showing the calendar information via 5 windows. 2 windows for the date, another 2 for the month, and a 5th window indicating the leap year. The Perpetual calendar uses the Chronograph calendar 89 as a basis. This movement can be seen through the sapphire crystal on the back and has a specially designed oscillating weight in the shape of a Spitfire aircraft and is fitted with calf leather Santoni straps.
I